All right, it says we're live. Hello, all my art loving friends out there. Hopefully, we are live and that you are hearing me. If so, leave a comment because we need to know that we're actually out there in the world.
Oh,
I don't see any comments yet.
well, I can see you on my
Okay,
thing.
perfect. Then we're good. So everyone, I have Annie Noodle with me. She only has the one camera, so it would be too inconvenient to move, but she's not afraid to show her face. It's just easier not to today. But she shows her face all the time over on her channel. She's a fun, amazing artist. Her artwork is really, really exceptional and just a
Oh,
fun, quirky personality. And I enjoy watching her videos a lot.
that's so nice
So
of you. Thank you.
you're welcome. It's so true. So, anyway, she is my guest, but we're also going to make this video available over on her channel after a couple of days because it takes YouTube a couple of days to process that whole thing. But you'll be able to see this on both channels here eventually. But for now, we're on my channel. Okay, so it's saying I have comments, but it's not showing me comments. So let me see if I click on that. Oh, yeah,
There are two comments.
Kathy. Kathy and Terry, hi. Sweet. I had the wrong button pushed apparently. So, Kathy, I got your email about your cat Moki, and I'll try and reply after this live stream. So, no problem there. I did get that. So good to see you, Terry. All right. So, what we've decided to do is paint animals today. And I was going to use my random gray that was a really fun gift from one of you, but I decided it would probably be a good idea to finish this scary squirrel. uh, so if you guys missed this on my channel, this is the one I started for World Watercolor Month. And
He's cute.
yeah, it's okay. But the paper was fighting me. And I used the paper really successfully. Just in case you missed that video, I'll recap real quick. Used the paper really successfully in an old truck painting I did. And I think that was because it was a lot of detail, no wet washes, none of that. Well, not really. And it worked great. I love the paper. But for this kind of project, this is not the right paper. And this is the Etcher 50% cotton paper.
Mm.
Not great for a squirrel, but I'm going to finish it anyway. And then I have another project ready to go if I finish this one early. So that's my plan. Annie, what's your plan?
Hi. Okay, so I have 4 different things prepped because I'm gonna work on gouache today, right? So I have this little goat, and then I have this picture of my kitties in the window, like a little silhouette. Um,
Oh,
and then I have this little turtle, and this is a linen panel. And then I have an elephant.
yeah.
So I have a lot of stuff. You can't see him very well because my tracing paper was getting old, but he's there, I promise. So
Nice.
I came over prepared. I was like, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm using Turner gouache.
I was just gonna ask you, what are you using for your paint?
I'm trying to use these, even though like the set that I bought had a lot of pigments that I don't think are light fast. I'm trying to use these. I do like the gouache, so I'll just have to be more particular about the ones
Yeah.
that I buy in the future. It is what it is.
Yeah, I need to get mine in the window and test some even more paints. I'm making a huge list of things that I need to add to my light fast window. It's getting large. All right, let
Um,
me see what we got here. Okay. Oops. Hopefully I didn't click anything weird. Looks like we're still on. Okay. I'm going to use the Rosa Gallery watercolors because that's what I started my squirrel with. These are the beautiful colors here. Love them. So yeah, we have a watercolor and a gouache, which will be kind of fun, right? I think it'll be fun.
I'm just obsessed with gouache right now. I don't know. I want to play with
Yeah.
it all the time.
I have new gouache that I bought last year that I need to play with. I Hopefully not messing things up there. Anyway, sorry the camera's wiggling. I was touching it. But yeah, I have new gouache I need to play with. Also, in this live stream, I will tell you what I broke my no buy on. Buying freeze. I almost called it a buying freeze, but it's a no buy. So I'll tell you that here in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn this light down because it's blinding. Do I need it? Probably not. And I have to flip my camera and spin it because StreamYard doesn't automatically flip it for me. So I'm going to have Annie's screen go full until I'm done with that so I don't make you dizzy if I can figure out how to make her. There we go. Solo layout. There we go. I'm going to move my camera while she's there, keeping you entertained.
It's all about me. You might be able to see now, like I have this arrow right in the middle of this so that I remember which side is up because I have before painted on these upside down.
Oh, no.
It was a really big painting too, and I was like, oh man. Oh well.
That's funny.
I know, it's such a me thing to do. Like I couldn't even believe it.
All right. I don't know how to get me back.
Oh, I'm kind of fuzzy though. I don't know if I can actually. Can I do anything to fix the focus? Like I feel like it kind of does everything on its own, and like when I'm using my camera, like to record on my own, like I can actually adjust the focus. I don't know.
No, it doesn't look fuzzy to me. How about you guys? Rebecca, hello, Kathy, Terry, any guys?
You
Me and
guys.
English are good. Still, Annie and
We're
I were
doing
practicing this live stream, and I'm like, I can't talk. Just forget it.
We were practicing talking. It's fine.
Yeah, forget it. Okay.
I have 3 cats. I have 3 of them. One of them is sleeping. We're just gonna hope they all leave me alone. One of them is sleeping on the cat tree, and the other 2 are upstairs. So
it's so funny. When we were practicing, her cat kept climbing up on her shoulder, and the tail was swishing in her face. It was so funny. Okay, KYSQ says Kiss Q. That's a cool name. You don't seem fuzzy, so that's good.
I don't seem fuzzy.
All right. I know we could show our faces too. I mean, I have another computer here where I could show my face, but what do you call it? The camera on it is so unflattering.
I feel like I do have like so many other, like I have a laptop and like my tablet. I have other ways I could like show my face. I just am lazy today. My first live stream, you guys will be nice to me.
There we go. It's showing my face for a second, but it just takes up a lot of the real estate too on the screen. So I don't know what I clicked to make that come up. So hopefully I can figure out how to remove it. Oh boy. Yeah, here's my blue tape over the camera. I don't like people spying on me. That's funny. Oh, yeah. That worked. Oh, good.
I don't like
it. Can you still hear me though?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can.
Okay, because it says when I did that, it said my audio was also removed.
Oh, that's weird. No, it was fine on my end.
Okay, if you can hear me, everyone else should be able to hear me. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really weird on my end to like be recording this with you, and then like I'm watching it on my computer.
Yeah.
And like the lag is so huge. I'm like, who is that painting? Oh, that's me mixing paints like 20 seconds ago. It's super funny.
Yes, that always gets me when I'm doing my live streams for my Patreons. I'm like, because I always have to check when I move the camera that you guys can see everything, and then I have to just sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's okay.
That was a lot of paint that I put in there. Okay.
Maggie squirrel. Annie, Kathy wants to know what your cats' names are.
Oh, my cat's names. Okay, so the one down here, like their real names, quote unquote, or like what I actually call them. We'll do both. Uh, so
Definitely both.
yeah, so his name is McFly. That is the name that the vet knows him as. Because before I got him, I had a different cat, and I had adopted that cat from a shelter, and it turned out that cat was very sick and didn't live very long. It was really sad. I was very attached to her. Um, yeah, she was just barely like older than a kitten, and yeah, so she got sick. Very sad. And then like after she died, my sister was like, "Hey, my neighbor has kittens that they like are desperate to get rid of. Now they've fixed their cat, and they're like, this is my last litter." And he was like one of the kittens, so we named him
Aw,
McFly. Me and my roommate at the time named him McFly because he was like going to be my future cat, right? And
yes.
so that cheered me up a lot. I still miss my other cat. She was ridiculous. She had one eye. Like she was a weirdo. So I just loved her. Um yeah. So his name is McFly. I call him Meow Meow. He knows his name is
Aw,
Meow Meow. And then I have two cats upstairs. One of them, her name is Tilly. And Tilly I have had for almost 9 years. I've had McFly for
wow.
almost 10 years. He's getting old. He's my old man cat.
Yeah.
So I have had Tilly for 9 years. I got her because I thought he needed a friend. Um, and her name that I actually use is Kitten, but you have to say it
Yeah.
weird. You have to say Keaton. Then she's like,
Ah.
"What? That's me, Keaton." Like, if I just say Kitten, she's like, "What? That's not my name." Yeah.
Interesting.
And then my third cat is Ellie. And I found her. It was like this summer day in July 5 years ago, and I had my windows open because it was actually nice out,
Mm.
and I heard meow meow and like the saddest, loudest meow I've ever heard in my life. And I looked outside and there was a kitten, and I like seriously a kitten,
Aw.
like just old enough to be away from mom, and that was her. And we called her Ellie because she smelled. So we called her Ellie.
Ellie Spelly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not her fault. She just had a lot of health problems. She's fine now. She just had like worms and stuff that outside cats have if you're not taking care
Okay.
of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so she was smelly Ellie for a while.
oh
It was
yeah.
bad. Like
Aw.
I had to keep
Oh,
her obviously like away from my other cats. Um
yeah.
and it was like you walked upstairs in my house and it was like you were walking into a cloud of stinky cat. It was so
Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, and then I call what her name is Tiny. So yeah, she's the one that sits on my shoulder all the time.
Aw.
That's my tiny cat.
When I was telling Annie, I was like, I wish I had cats that wanted to be like on me all the time. And then Annie's like, maybe you don't. I'm like, maybe you're right. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just scrubbed the paper to try and get some of that color off, and it totally tore apart. Plus, every little piece of color I've been putting on here is like soaking in and fighting me and kind of annoying me.
Oh,
So this paper is only,
uh,
yeah, only good for detailed work, guys. Don't buy this otherwise. This is ridiculous.
that's horrible.
And such a bummer. I don't know what color I'm trying to do here. Where's my, here it is.
I have no idea what I'm trying to do. I was like just painting while I was talking, and I'm like, what am I even doing? I should put some white
Right?
down first. Like, not paying attention.
Yeah, paying
So
attention's optional.
yeah, yeah, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first live stream.
So Terry's friend bought a kitten for her cat too. I know that's such a good idea. My son, my middle son, just got kitten for his cat. Well, it's for them, but they said it's for their kitty too because, they have the brother to my cat Daisy. And I kept telling him, I'm like, he's bored. He needs someone because they have dogs and their cat loves dogs, but their dogs are outside during the day while they're at work
Oh,
because they can't be inside that long. And
yeah.
I'm like, the cat's bored. You got to get a kitten for it. And they didn't
They're-
like disagree with me, but they're like, the timing. And so they finally did get a kitten for him. And their cat that they already had is just loving it. Like he's in love with this little kitten. So, and it's a little boy kitten, and he's quite a trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
boy cat is very annoying.
he's just, they say that he never stops. Like he's just always going. So it's a little
McFly's,
bundle of energy.
yeah, he's old now, so he's less like that, but he
Yeah.
still will he is my most vocal cat. Like my boy cat will walk into a room and demand attention by like meowing at me at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, what? And it's three things. He either wants water, which he demands that I get him a glass of water that he can drink, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, so, so it's either water or he wants me to chase him around the house, in which case he like meows at me and then he runs away,
Oh,
right?
funny.
He's like, "Meow," and then he like bolts out of the room and I'm like, all right. And so then I just chase him around the house. Or he wants me to hold him, in which case he just meows at me and then he stares at me and I'm like, okay, like, yeah, he's a nut. I love cats. But
Yeah,
you never know what you're gonna get when you get a cat, and you just have to be willing to accept whatever weirdness happens.
for sure. So Kiss Q, am I saying that right? KYSQ, Kiss Q. I like saying Kiss Q. It's fun to say, but one of our cats died, then one of the dogs, oh, so we got a set of kittens, oh, which was the right choice for the dog and cat remaining. Oh, that's so cool. So you got more than one kitten then at a time then. That's what you're saying, right?
How long ago did you get kittens? Are they still kittens?
Right? And if so, can we see?
Are there pictures?
I'm totally a cat and kitten lover.
Yeah, I love all the critters. So
Yes.
my mom said when I was growing up, she would catch me like petting barn spiders. I'm like, I hate that animal thing. Except
Ugh.
wasps. I'm really scared of them. I am trying to get over it, but
Except for what?
wasps,
Oh
they scare
gosh,
the heck
yes.
out of me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get over it. I am.
There was so many wasps at the house, my rental house I was working at yesterday. Oh,
Uh,
horrible.
I have
Kathy
some building.
says, go ahead.
I have some building a nest in the handle of my garbage bin. So
Oh no.
I'm trying to be accepting of you, wasp, but look, I need to be able to
Mm,
put my trash out. Currently,
yeah.
I'm like putting my trash out and then running away.
Oh no. No fun at all. Jeez. Kathy says she wished her cat Moki would cuddle more. She just got spayed. Now she kind of lets you pet her now. That's good. A year and 2 months. I keep telling you, Kathy, have patience because my Daisy she was really old. She was probably 2 or 3 at least before she would let me really cuddle, so called, with her, and that's barely cuddling. She's actually laying right here. She just came over and laid in the cat bed I have right over here. And she let me pet her. And she's not biting me. She doesn't usually bite though, unless I play with her a little rough, like on purpose.
McFly's definitely gotten more cuddly as he's gotten older. Funny thing is
Yeah.
that I got Kitten to like play to be McFly's friend, and they were fine together until Tiny showed up, and
Oh.
and then now like Kitten hates everybody. Like,
Oh. Dang it.
yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
she doesn't hate
Kiss.
me. She follows me around. She loves me still. She's not sad.
Of
She just
course, yes.
sits alone most of the time, and like all three of them have to be on the bed with me at night, of course.
Oh yeah.
And like she has to sit like on her own corner of the bed, and then the other two like make a lump together, you know?
Yeah, so a little bit of a
Yeah.
loner. Kiss says two's better than one. They're almost grown, but always kittens. I know. I still call Daisy and Bo the kittens. I'm like, where are the kittens? And they're 4 or so this year.
Yeah.
4 or 5. I can't remember. Terry says your cat's going to be 2 next month. Still behaves like a little kitten. Aw. She likes to be on your
Oh.
shoulder too. Oh my gosh. And it's a Bengal. Oh wow.
Ooh. I've heard those are a little spicy.
J JR, hi. I was looking at a different comment when I about said your name and I about stumbled over it. So,
It's a
hi,
good day for
JR.
words.
What are we doing? We decided that we're going to paint animals, and Annie's using gouache,
I
Turner
am.
gouache. It's regular gouache, right? Not acrylic gouache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is like nobody uses this, and I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's really nice gouache. I am
Oh.
really enjoying it. I don't know. I already have paint on my hands. We're not even like a half hour in, are we?
Oh,
Not even a half hour in. And I already
right
have paint on
before
my
we
hands.
started the live stream, I was looking down at my arm. I'm like, what is all that on my arm? And I washed it off so you can't see it now, but I was processing a case of peaches, trying to get a bunch in the dehydrator before the live stream. And
Oh,
apparently I had it all over my arm too. So yeah, there's usually paint on my hands and arms, but today it was peach juice.
do you have peach trees or did you buy peaches?
We bought them. We have a very like famous, so to speak, peach area around here. And my husband and I were actually driving by and we saw them with one of their stands. They travel probably over much of Colorado with their
Oh,
produce and sell them in these little stands. And we're like, sweet. We were coming down from the cabin this Saturday after the homeowners meeting up there and stopped and grabbed a case of peaches. I wish we could grow them.
I did not know that Colorado's like had a peach area. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Palisade, Colorado, and then they also grow pretty famously in Hotchkiss. And then there's a little town called Olathe that is pretty famous for its corn.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that
I'm
was the
gonna have
only
to come to
color.
Colorado and eat peaches and corn, apparently.
Yes, definitely.
I I have a friend who has a dairy farm and he also has apples. Like, because when you have a farm, you just end up having 50 different things going on.
Yes.
Um, and so, like, I have a freezer that's full of apples that I need to do something with.
Ooh, yeah. But
Which
what
will
to
be
do is the
fun.
question.
I know, I know. It's always the question. There are a lot of good options. My favorite recipe, I can't remember where I got it from. If I remember, I'm trying really hard not to bump the tables, guys, I'm really sorry. Like, I know it's super wiggly. Unfortunately, I talk with my hands, so I know I'm bumping it like every 5 seconds. But um, so my favorite recipe for apples is it's like a little hand pie. It's like seriously like half the size of your palm. Actually,
Okay.
I have a recipe for peaches that uses it. It's like a bourbon peach hand pie. Oh, so good.
Ooh.
So I can send that to you if you want, because it's amazing.
Heck yeah. That's funny. Oh, Bengals are great cats, more like dogs. And Luna likes to play fetch with us. You know what? I have to tell you this before I read some of the other comments. Here, let me get my face up. How do I get my face up on the screen again? I don't remember how I did that. Oh, there we
You
go.
clean your face underneath. Oh.
Except for the blue tape. So a little bit of blue tape covering my face. But anyway, last year, you guys saw it if you had been on my channel for a while. At the very end of my videos, I always put, whoops, there goes the camera over there. I always put the cat or dog videos right at the very end.
Yeah.
Let me put this up a little so you're not, okay. So anyway, where I had the calico walking with us, our calico cat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that the other day, and we went on a walk this weekend. What is today? Today's only Tuesday. So yeah, like Sunday or Saturday or something. Feels like it's been a whole week already.
I know this week's been long.
Goodness, yes. Anyway, I thought, she walked really well with us those 2 times last year. So I scooped her up. She's so fat. We call her triple wide. And she's been fat since we got her from the rescue center, but anyway, I'm like, she could use a walk, and she did really well last year. I'm gonna see how she does. So brought her out, put her down on the ground. Of course, Jack was like, there's a cat out here. Why is there a cat out here? I've got to figure out this cat. And so we had to try and keep him from scaring her, which we did. And she did. She walked all the way down our driveway. It's about a quarter mile down to our mailboxes. And then we turned around and came back up. She's slow because she's a cat. You know how cats are. But she walked. And then last night, I brought her again because the Monday night I forgot. Or not Monday night, Sunday night I forgot. So it must have been Saturday when we walked. So last night I'm like, I'm gonna remember her again this time. So and she did. She walked all the way down the driveway with us and then all the way back up. And the dogs were very concerned about her though. It's funny.
So me and my bestie, I go over to his house sometimes, and when we have time in the evenings, his cats are indoor-outdoor cats, but they stay on like leashes the whole time. So like they don't wander out of his yard, right?
Yeah.
And we take his cats for walks on their leashes.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, really fun. I love it. And I mean, like, it's a catwalk, so like we walk down the alley and back. Like, it's not like we're walking 10 miles with the cats, but yeah, I love it.
Well, and then I didn't realize this, but of course, she doesn't walk. We have a huge house, yeah. So she goes upstairs to downstairs, but that's about it, right?
Yeah.
She was tired. She kept laying down. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you probably aren't used to walking like at all.
Yeah.
But
it's probably really good for her to get out and get moving, though.
I think so. And I'm going to take her tonight. We walk every night because we're trying to keep Blanca strong. So we can't go far. That's why we only go down to the bottom and back because Blanca, that's all she can handle. But
yeah,
it's a good walk for the cat because I wouldn't want to take my cat any farther than that without, like you said, being on some sort of leash. So I may have to see if she can get used to a harness. I think that would be really cool.
And then, so like my bestie's neighbors have 3 cats, and they're all outside cats. And I think like his neighborhood is a lot more mellow than mine. Like my neighborhood, I have a lot of renters and a lot of college kids, and right now there's a lot of extra traffic because of detours. So like there's like constant traffic outside my house. But like his house is kind of a more chill neighborhood. And
I can't even blend this. Sorry, that's really frustrating. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just getting frustrated with my paper.
Yeah.
So anyway, lots of college kids and lots of.
Oh yeah. So my neighborhood is not good for this, but like his neighbors like have like outside cats that just run free, which
I know.
I'm really not cool with, like for a lot of reasons. But
yeah.
One of the neighbor cats, his name is Charles, is the biggest attention mooch you have ever seen. Like, he will come in to my friend's yard and be like, meow, 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 and like plop at your feet and like roll around on his back till you pet him. And like, oh my gosh, he's so funny.
Aw,
Yeah, he's so cute.
that's
All of their
awesome.
cats are super cute, and his neighbors are really nice. I just wish they didn't let their cats like roam, you know. I worry about the cats and
Yeah.
wildlife and everything. I worry about everything all the time.
Oh,
That's just
me
my nature.
too. Me too. Let me catch up on some of these comments.
Oh, I should be looking. Like, I totally have the ability. Oh, Miranda, your sound went away. Or maybe my sound went away? Can you guys still hear?
There, maybe because
Okay.
I pulled my other one off the stream. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'll leave that up there. I was trying to make the screen bigger, but yeah, the dot cards keeping and the whole half pan sticking to my arm during that video too. I just
That was like the funniest thing ever. I am so proud of you.
oh, I was just dying. Like I'm like, how many times am I really gonna do this? And like I wasn't trying to do it. It just happened.
Yeah.
Over
You're hilarious.
and over and over again.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh, yeah. JR loves Bengals. I want a Bengal. Bengal. How do you guys say it? I say it really good in my head, but not out loud.
it's not Bengal?
Bengal.
No.
I think in my head I said Bengal, but then saying it out loud, it sounds weird.
I don't know. Everything sounds weird once you start saying it 5 times. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, there's no way that's how that's supposed to be pronounced. Like, it's house. House? House? House?
House. Because you're from Minnesota.
Minnesota. I am.
Minnesota.
Oh my gosh. My accent gets kind of out of control sometimes. It's really funny.
It's funny. Kathy says her cat's on her bed right now. Can't pet her because if she does, she'll move or she'll bite you. Darn those cats. Oh, now my eyes are watering because I was laughing so much. Tracy, hello. Thanks for having us. Thank you for being here, Tracy. You were listening and watching while making dinner. Yeah, our petscapades. I like that phrase. Petscapade. Good at sticking your fingertips into Imgram pans. Yeah. Yep.
So I love my Magello. Like, I have the single pigments, and I love them. They're like my favorite watercolor, I think. Except that they are so stinking sticky, like
Yeah.
all the time. And sometimes I use them fresh from the tube when I'm painting, and oh my gosh, like I had just like a little bit on the edge of a little cat thing like this, and like it would stick to me, and I'd like literally drag it.
Oh no.
It's so sticky.
Yes, it is. And I have a lot of Mission Gold paint or Magello paint, whatever you want to call it, in my travel palettes too. So it's kind of interesting. I'm like, I wonder how long I'm going to get away with this.
Yeah, I really don't like those stickier paints when you're traveling.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Luckily, most of my travels are in dry places. That helps. But
Yeah.
doesn't fix everything. I don't know what to do with this lake. This lake has so much like gray and whatnot into it. And this, look, I put the paint down and it just soaks in. It soaks through and I can't even move it around.
Have you used that paper before?
Only on that truck, and I loved it. And I recommended it to one of my students, and she brought it in and she's like, I can't handle this paper.
So, I mean, like, kind of what I'm seeing is that it looks like your sizing went bad.
Yeah, which is weird because this paper is not old. Hey, it's off. It came off the block a little bit. Just a
I
little
mean,
bit.
I wouldn't even try to use that with watercolor anymore. I can use, like, I have a whole bunch of, like, really nice Tansen, like, full sheets that
Yeah.
are, like, 100% cotton, and the sizing went bad on those. And, like, all I can use them for now is, like, gouache and, like, pencil sketching. Like, you just...
Yes. Look
But,
at this.
you know,
My tape just ripped the next paper too. Dang it. Look, it ripped right there.
I
Granted,
mean,
I've had this tape on there since oh look, it's making a huge mess. Since the squirrel prompt for World Watercolor Month, what was that, day 4 or something? Anyway,
I can't even remember what day it is, so...
this is the paper. You might not want to use it for anything that is not fully detailed, okay? Okay.
That's too bad. I mean, like, so much of Etcher's stuff is really good. Sad that their,
Yes.
like, paper is so not good.
Yeah.
Like, I have a bunch of their, like, you know, the white covered sketchbooks everybody has, but, like, I have their, like, super fancy, like, I think it was it Arch's paper? No, Fabriano maybe? And those, like, blue and kind of burnt sienna ones, you know, like the really fancy ones. I really
Yeah.
should probably use those before the paper goes bad in there. I haven't painted in like 5 minutes because I've just been like fiddling around and like talking with my hands.
Yeah, chatting. That's the fun part of these, you know? And I'm kind of like mad at this painting, so I almost don't want to. I have another one I could start, but like I should probably try and finish this, even if it is on paper that's giving me fits. So
I mean, you could let that paper dry and then finish it with gouache because that looks
that's
like it would
true.
be really nice with just some like gouache details, and then you could be like, look at how nice this is, and I'm done. Instead of like fighting with it and making yourself crazy.
True, true.
I'm gonna actually paint. What am I doing?
What are you doing, Annie?
Oh.
So Tracy's put her sticky pans on heat registers in the winter, low temps in small ovens, or an old dehydrator. Old dehydrator, that's a good idea.
Ooh. I live in Minnesota, so I definitely have heat registers that are on constantly in the winter.
Yeah. I was just
I even
thinking
leave
this
my
morning.
I
Sorry,
leave
go
my
ahead.
house pretty warm. No, you're fine. I mean, like I'll talk constantly if you give me the chance. So,
Nice.
so you were
Okay.
thinking this morning?
Um, I don't know what I was thinking this morning, but I was thinking something and I already forgot. Anyway, moving
You?
on.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
how do
Oh, I did
sticky
want to say,
paints? Oh, go ahead.
so I got this Lucas Studio gouache when I was at the Jackson store, in North Carolina. But the Frugal Crafter just said that they're like clearancing these out. So like this whopping tube was like $7. So you guys might,
Wow.
if you guys want to get into gouache, you might want to check that sale out. The sign when I was there didn't say that it was on sale, so I don't even know. So much cat hair on this now.
Oh, yeah. I grabbed this towel to have as a blot rag, and I'm like, that's not going to help much. It's covered in hair.
I didn't even
Okay,
grab like, yeah.
we have some questions. How do the sticky paints travel on planes? Do they run because of the air pressure? I can't
Ooh,
I can't answer that. When I went to Mexico, I was on a plane, but I don't even know what paint I brought with me. I'd have to watch that video. Probably my core, so I can't answer you on that one. We'll have to find somebody who actually travels on planes a lot to answer that. Maybe someone in the comments. Hopefully you guys can answer that. Kiss Q says, loving the Etcher sketchbooks. And Fabriano, I love Fabriano paper is what they use in the Etcher sketchbooks, right? A lot of them.
yeah, yeah. I could not remember, so I'm glad that you remember.
Yeah. And I don't have a perfect sketchbook from Etcher. I only have their everyday ones and I just adore them. They are so lovely. Wow, look at the whole middle, this whole middle section here doesn't have sizing on it anymore for some reason. You can see it, it's coming right through the paper. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's super weird to paint on something that doesn't have sizing.
Yeah, that's really bizarre. Well, squirrel, you could have been cute. You really could have.
Just
But
hit
now
it
you're
with the
not.
block. It'll still be cute.
Yeah, to get my that's it would be a good test for my gouache that I need to test. We'll keep doing other parts of him that maybe where the paper isn't bad. And yes, Terry, could I switch to I could switch to gosh golly.
You are having a really great day. It's
I
great.
know. I could switch to gouache right now, but I'm sure there's a good but to this that I can't come up with. But I don't know. Have to take my earbuds out? Yes, I could go. I should. I should just go get gouache because I need to finish this. I need to finish this.
I mean, you'll be happier once it's done and you never have to deal with it again.
But these beautiful Rosa Gallery watercolors. Okay, bye my friends. I have to get different brushes too, which they're right here in this drawer, so that's not hard. Check this out. We got the good brushes. So the Sarah Burns brushes.
Oh, did you see that Ham Rib is coming out with her own brushes?
I did. I saw a thumbnail today that said opening my own brush set, but I didn't click on it because I didn't have time to be on the computer today, sadly. I watched Becky's video today and like a few of the travel videos. Eva Zubek, I've been watching her while I was exercising on the stationary bike this morning. That's about it. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hear you while I go get gouache because I can only hear you through my earbuds and I have to take them out in order to go find my gouache. So you'll have to talk without me for a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh, I bet you guys can't even like really see when I'm painting. I'm sorry. My hand's like right in the way. Try to like be less in the way constantly. I think he's a mountain goat. Yeah. I mean, he's a goat on a mountain. So I like Turner paints too. I haven't tried the Turner watercolor.
Okay, I'm back.
But now I have tried the gouache and the acrylic gouache from Turner, and I like them both. So maybe I'll have to try. Yeah, I'm using the Turner design gouache, not acrylic. This is the one I'm using that you can see. Yeah, and I just got like a set, which I recommend not doing if you care about light fastness, because like half of the set was not light fast colors, and I'm like, ow, boo. They'll still get used, but I would rather have had them be light fast. So I'm
I'm gonna
doing
bring
these.
your picture
Yep.
up big here so we can see it better for a second.
Oh yeah.
So
That doesn't look blurry to you guys? It looks super blurry to me.
maybe now that it's big, it's a little blurry, but it's not taking away. I mean, I think we can still see it okay.
Yeah. Just next time I stream, I'm gonna figure out how to fix my focus.
Yeah, I made sure to
Know
like
how to
really
do that.
clean my screen, my phone screen before I put it up. Anyway,
Oh, that might be a point. Yeah.
I don't know if it helped or not, but okay, so I'm gonna bring my screen up solo layout for a minute because How do I do that?
I don't know. You're the boss here.
Right?
I'm still on for the ride.
This is only like the second time I've used StreamYard or so. Here we go. Because this is that palette that's been moldy. And so
Oh
we need
no!
to see how it's doing because last month when my phone dinged me and said, check your gouache, I didn't. And I just
Uh-oh.
put it off for another month. So it's basically been 2 months since I have checked this gouache, and we'll see how it is. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, it looks fine. Look at that. It looks great. This is a little bit of Naples yellow in this brown. It's not mold. Don't worry. That actually might be a tiny, tiny bit of mold in that blue though. Like right there. I can't quite tell. That's not bad, you guys.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the red. It might just be shadows. Looks like just shadows. Yeah.
Yeah, the red I think is fine. Now my phone's all blurry for it. That's funny. That purple is just white. I have white on top of that purple because I was using white to mix in. The white looks okay, I think. Just color contamination. So I've been putting that Kimi mold spray in here when I do actually open it and check it. So that must be helping. Yeah, I don't see any active mold. Obviously, there's probably stuff I'm not seeing, so it's very possible that it's a bit gooey. And look, there's like black right here, but this is the triangle that goes into the black pan right here, the black, even though
Oh,
that
yeah.
black is pretty much empty. But so I'm not sure if that's mold or if that's just from black paint, but there is, yeah, not awesome looking stuff in these little cracks and crevices. But to answer one of your questions, I am not keeping it in the fridge. Actually, it's just been here in the studio in my cabinet right over there. So I have seen recommendations from you guys about keeping it in the fridge, and I probably should. Honestly, I've just been preoccupied with doing other stuff, and gouache has not been on my mind.
I should open mine up one of these days and see what it looks like in there. Other than the fact that I don't think I cleaned it last time I used it, and it's a giant hot mess because of color contamination.
Oh, yeah.
Last time I opened it up, it was just like, oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's all my fault. Never mind. It's not moldy.
Not moldy, it's color contamination. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And then one of you guys suggested something. Oh, just let this dry out so I don't have to worry about contamination. I'm trying to get my chair closer here. And it's mostly, I mean, you can see a couple of these are still pretty wet, but they're mostly dried out now too, which is probably another reason it's not molding as much. I wanted a wet gouache palette, but the truth of the matter is I just don't use it enough.
See, and
That one's still pretty wet. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Which one is that?
That's the Holbein Burnt Sienna.
Oh, Holbein, yeah.
And this is Holbein Carmine that I'm going to mix into it.
Oh, cat hair.
Yeah, did you see the comment? It says cat hair is like glitter. I thought that was so true.
No, it's so true. Like, I'm planning on having cats for the rest of my life, but if I didn't, I know I'd still have cat hair for the rest of my life. Like,
Yes.
you buy into that when you get cats. You've got like cat hair stock for the rest of your life.
You do. Just the way it is. Now,
Yep.
Now I'm like, guys, it's been so long since I've painted with gouache. I feel like such a rookie.
Oh, well, you don't have to feel bad because I don't know what I'm doing.
And yep, cat hair. JR says, thank you for streaming, painting along without interruptions. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're with Terry, she's not painting. 10 to midnight. Oh man. In your camper van with your son who's sleeping in the pop-up cabin above me, watching on your phone with your earbuds in. That's the way to do it. Man, I
That
love
sounds
it when
nice.
I'm camping and actually have some service because it's a good fun time for me to watch a video and actually really enjoy it, which sounds weird. Like you're camping, you shouldn't be watching videos, but I love to when I can.
Yeah, I mean, like when you're on vacation, you should, get to enjoy your vacation like however you want to. Right?
Yes,
Like
I agree.
without without judging yourself, like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, well, it's literally your vacation. Like, do what makes you happy. Like,
Yes,
you're not
I love
hurting
that.
anybody by watching YouTube videos. In
No, you're
fact,
not.
I'm pretty sure that like when I first started my channel, like last summer, you were like, Annie, I downloaded your video to watch on my camping trip. I was like, that
Oh
is like
yeah.
the nicest thing you could have ever said to me. Like, I
Oh,
still remember it, like, made my day. I was like, what a nice thing to say. Like,
oh. I remember that.
I
And
don't
then
remember what video it was, but it was really long. You were like, I
yeah,
downloaded that. I'm gonna watch it later. Like, it's like a million years long. I don't blame you.
yeah, that it was a long one. So it's a good long ones like that are good ones to download on camping trips because
Yeah,
you may have time to watch them.
yeah. I I've kind of gone a little bit away from longer videos, and I really want to get back into them because it's what I like watching. Like,
Yeah.
I have such a hard time finding other YouTubers who do longer videos, and if they do them, they're like, "Here's an hour of me silently painting with some
Ugh,
calm music," and I'm like, "I
I don't
can't."
like that.
I want you to talk about whatever's on your
I
mind for like an
know.
hour. Like, just
Yes, me too. Please talk to me. That's why I'm here.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like it's why I want to watch these videos is because like I live alone with my cats right now, so I just want somebody to be chatting at me so that it's like I feel like I get like human interaction.
Yeah.
Well, plus like if I'm watching a video, I'm not just like sitting and watching a video, right? Like I'm
Mm-mm.
doing like honestly, I'm usually doing my day job.
Yeah.
So like I can't
Me.
actually watch the video half the time. I'm like I watch when
Oh,
you're like
right.
do you know about this thing? And I look up to see what you're doing. And then I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. And then I go back to like my day job, right? Like,
Okay. I when I'm painting, I think, oh, it's a great time to put YouTube on, but I can't. I because I want to see what's going on.
oh,
And
yeah.
so I end up putting on like podcasts or music or my audio book
Oh,
because
I
I
love
always
Audible.
Audible is awesome. So yeah, I always when I'm watching YouTube, I actually sit and watch, which is unusual. So I don't know. Do any of you hi sketches? Any of you watch the it's I think a relatively new channel, but I couldn't guarantee that's the Stevie Wonders. She does a
No,
lot of
what is it?
swatching,
Oh,
lots of swatching. But the problem is I have to watch her on sped up because she has a very stilted way of talking.
oh, yeah, that can be hard.
Yeah, and so I speed her up and then she'll talk in the beginning, which is nice. At least we get to hear her voice, but then she it's like, now I'm gonna let the paint speak for themselves while she does this swatching. And
Oh, yeah.
I still get sucked in and watch the stupid swatching because I want to see those beautiful colors. But I'd rather hear her talking about the colors than
Yeah.
just showing them. So here we go. I am so behind on comments here. Terry's glad that the live stream was at this time. Oh, I'm so glad that worked out for you then. And
Well, that's good. Because I pushed for an evening live stream because this is when I have free time.
yeah, and it's was 4 in the afternoon for me, which is like an hour before I think Riley usually comes home from work, so it's about perfect. Riley's, in case you guys don't know, Riley's my youngest son. I don't usually have to worry about my husband coming home from work because he doesn't come home till like 7 or later. So if we all drank whenever cat hair was mentioned, we'd be tanked already. Yes, we would. Yep. And
Work on the background for a while again.
I sent Kathy some Arteza gouache to try out. So she says she's going to try that in the next couple of days. That'll be fun. I can't wait to see what you think.
So like I have like a hierarchy, right, of like student grade gouaches like Arteza, and like to me, so Justin Donaldson just did like a review of like the Himi Mia gouache, and he's like, it's not like it's a bad paint, it's just if you're gonna start out with gouache and you think this is what gouache is like, this is not what gouache is like. It's like slightly different than regular gouache, and you might have trouble following gouache tutorials. And I'm like, oh, that's such a great way to look at it. Like, and some people just like they paint with it and they're like, I don't like this texture.
Right?
And I'm like, I understand. I still want to try to use mine up. I don't know if you remember this, but like a million years ago, I bought that Himi gouache. I think it was almost a year ago.
Weren't you
And
doing
I was like, yeah,
challenge?
I was like, I'm going to do a challenge where I don't buy any other gouache until I use up this gouache. And then I just like, good thing my challenges are just for me because that's going right out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Hemi. Well, mine wasn't the Hemi brand, it was the Artex brand.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing, I think. But
I think
anyway,
so.
yeah, I got that as a gift from one of you guys, and so generous. And I still really like to use it, but I don't have time. I don't have time to do everything I want to do.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. And like the thing is if you have supplies that you actually like using, it's really hard, like in your very limited amount of free time, right? To like be like, well, I only have 45 minutes to do art today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend it using this art supply that I absolutely hate. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm going to put that on my shelf and never touch that stupid thing again. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I just can't. I cannot bring myself to do it. I feel guilty when I do this, but I have to put some paint right on your face, Kat. I'm sorry. I still like you. It'll come off.
Paintings are looking beautiful. Thank you, sketches. If I see a video that says AMSR, I will not click on it. I need people to talk. Me too.
Yeah. There are a couple, like, I have a couple exceptions to that rule. And, like, one of them is, like, I forget the name of her channel, like, Karatiki? I don't think she usually even speaks English, but she usually has subtitles. So I really have to, like, really watch. But her art's so pretty. And, like, she's usually like, here's this review of a product that you'd love to try, but you can't get it because you're not in Japan or Korea, or I can't remember where she is.
Yeah.
But even that, like, I haven't watched her videos lately because I just don't have time to sit down and watch videos.
Right.
Also, I'm sorry if you guys hear somebody mowing the lawn. There's somebody mowing the lawn outside of my house right now.
It's all right. That's weird. The sound just got weird for a minute there. Did that before, but it went away, so I didn't mention it. But
yeah, he's like, so like our lots are pretty narrow here, so he like gets closer to my glass sliding doors on my studio, and then he gets farther away again.
okay.
So I have no idea what this is, but my friend just sent me a link on Instagram, or a reel on Instagram, and it's for something like meat church barbecue supply. And I was like, what? Like the notification just pops up, and I'm like, what even is this? I have no idea. Keep forgetting I'm painting on wood.
Tracy's wondering how many times she's going to have to repaint her portrait. How come, Tracy?
Like repaint from the beginning and start over, or just put another layer on?
It's Stevie Wonders is the name of her channel that we were talking about, sketches. And it's STIV. I just like you have it. And she just features some really interesting paint, and the swatches she does are, I don't know. It annoys me that I watch the channel because she's calm, but yet when she starts swatching, I wish she would talk during the swatching instead of just at the beginning, but I still watch the darn channel because I love paint. I love
Yeah.
paint.
I have a rule now that like if somebody does like starts a video and isn't talking and then they like start doing subtitles, I shut them off because I'm like otherwise I have like 50 channels that like I can't actually watch, and it's just like they come up
Yes.
in my subscriptions feed and I'm like I can't watch any of these like but I
Yeah.
want to watch a video, and like none of these videos are videos I could watch right now.
Yeah, it's
So I have to be harsh with myself.
yeah. Sometimes I'll put one of her videos on while I'm cooking because it's slow enough that I can do something that I'm like working on with cooking and then glance up and still see the swatch and not miss it.
Yeah.
So, but it just annoys me that I get sucked in. But
Yeah.
she is a calm, but so calm that like I said, I have to speed it up a lot, but she's just calm, which is sometimes really nice.
Yeah, it really can be.
Start over. It's so sad if a portrait is off. Every other subject you can muddle through. Yeah, I know what you're saying because everyone will know if you've painted the person incorrectly. Is that what you're saying, Tracy? I think that's what you're saying, but let me know if I'm wrong. I did start watching your video today, Sketches, but I had to stop watching it to start this live stream. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to finish it in time. I don't think so. Nope, nope. I'm about halfway through. In fact, it's right here on the tab, right here. Yep. I'm 11 minutes and 35 seconds in.
I have not made even a start on that one yet.
Hey, it said art hall. I was in. Oh,
I'm
speaking
trying
of
not to
art
watch
hall,
art halls.
right? I should tell you guys what I broke my
Oh, you
note by
should.
on, huh? Let me finish this paint that's in this brush, even though I don't know if I'm getting much anywhere with this scroll. The leg is looking a little choppy there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Anyway, let me move him aside and I'll show you what I broke my note. I can't show you everything. This is not breaking my no by. This was something I bought as a business expense. So that doesn't count because I told you guys in the beginning my rules were if I needed it for my business, like my Patreon postcards is what this is for. Hi Barbara, so good to see you. Anyway, yes, Miranda, it'll be obvious how much you failed. Thanks. Okay, I'm getting distracted by the comments. Anyway, I send postcards out to my Patreons and I send them the Etcher postcards usually. But these grabby ones said they were 100% cotton. And I do go through a lot of postcards. So I picked up one package of them to see how they compared to the Etcher. And I haven't tried the comparison yet, but they will be sent out to Patreon supporters at some point. So so that wasn't really breaking the no buy, but I did buy this during Prime Day because I wanted to compare them. And then this I bought on Prime Day also, but I didn't think I was buying them for me. But then I decided to keep one of these. I bought these on Prime Day because they were an amazing deal and I wanted to give them away on the channel here at some point. But then I opened it and I'm like, I am definitely keeping one of these. So this is beautiful ceramic Meeden palette with the lid. and you can flip the lid over for mixing space.
Oh, I think I need one of those.
Yes, it's a 12 well palette. So you
I
can
love
put your
that.
paint in there, let it dry, and then you can cover it away from cat hair when you're done painting, but you can still leave it on your desk. And so, yes, I'm definitely keeping one of these for me. But ironically, guys, like, I don't know, 2 weeks after I bought this, Maiden contacted me and they're like, we want to give you a bunch of stuff to try on your channel if you want. And I was like, dang it. I could have probably had them send me this, but you know what? That wouldn't have given me enough to give away for you guys. So I have 3. This came in a package of 3. So that's good. It's good that I still bought it. Plus, then I was able to pick different stuff from Meeden to have them send over for me to try, which I'm super excited about because there's another palette of theirs I've had my eye on for years. I have just never bought, and I think they might be sending that to me. We'll see when it actually comes, but I love their stuff. I love their metal palettes. You know, if you're still using metal palettes, I love a lot of their things, so it'll be fun. I stopped your latest Miranda video too before the live stream. Yeah, a lot of us had to finish or stop videos so we could get on. That's so funny. So that was, I didn't buy that for me, but it ended up being one for me. And then I backed Jazza's Kickstarter. The bag, the travel bag. Did any of you guys see his travel bag Kickstarter thing?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It looks really cool. I mean, I was watching his videos while he was developing it.
Yeah.
And it looks like he put so much effort in developing that.
Yeah,
And
I don't think I would have bought it if I hadn't seen how much effort he put into it.
I just painted this little strip in exactly like the same color as the wood.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would think
Ooh.
about backing that though if I didn't
Yeah.
already have the Etcher Slate Mini. Like,
Oh,
cause
yeah.
that, like, and like, especially now that I got backpack straps for it, it's like my favorite thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there is nothing that I could improve upon that right now. So,
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. So Barbara backed it too.
yeah, nice.
So I'm not alone. That's good. Well, I have these travel bags I use every time we go on in the truck. And the first one, I have 2 exactly the same. And the first one, the zipper ripped out, so I'm down to 1. And on this last trip, the zipper is ripping out of this last one too. And I thought, you know what? I think this is a good opportunity to get a different bag. So I
It
backed him.
is.
I have other bags I'm sure I could have used, but I like the thought he put into it. I like him as a, general artist and entertainer. So I backed it. There's one other thing I bought. Oh, Prodigal Sons. Dang them. Dang him.
He keeps having sales.
Yes, he had a 30% off sale.
I have been ignoring him. I have been sharing his like stories on like my Instagram to like try to support him because I'm like, I can't buy your stuff right now, but with my tiny following, I will tell them that you're having a sale because I think most of the people who follow me are just artists. So
yeah. Well,
which makes sense because most of the people I follow are artists. So I'm like, everybody just follows things that they like, right? Artists and people who do stuff with animals, like rescues and people who post a lot of cat pictures.
Yes.
That's who I follow on Instagram. Are you on Threads? Has anybody here got on yet? So I wasn't on Twitter, and now Twitter is not Twitter anymore, and like I wouldn't get on there if you paid me. But I'm like, I just don't want to get involved in that giant mess that's over there right now. But I do I know, just because I mean, like you heard that it was rebranded, right? So now it's not like that little bird anymore. It's an X, and you're like, what is that even? But weird. I don't know.
No, I'm behind the times.
So, anyways, I was never really into Twitter. I don't know why. Like the formatting of it just didn't sit well with my brain. But now, like, I'm on Threads, and I kind of like it. I don't know
Okay.
why. We'll see if I like it in the next couple weeks. Like, I don't know. Maybe my brain was just like, you just want to look at this today. And I'm like, okay. And then tomorrow I'll be like, no. But I am trying to post there. So
That's
we'll see what
good.
happens.
Yeah, you'll have to keep us in the loop on that. I decided to paint his lake black because this has so much black in the background here that I thought that would be easier. I actually like it better now. I'll add some color on top. So where are we? E4 is here. Hi.
Sketches loves the Etcher Slate Mini too.
Yeah, if I had that, I wouldn't have gotten Jazz's bag either. So I think you did the right thing there, Annie, but I wanted it because I don't
Yeah.
have it. Don't have the mini. And then it's 2
It's nice
a.m.
to
where
have
you live.
something. Yeah, that's late, early.
Late. Yeah,
That has 4,300 Instagram followers. That's awesome.
it is awesome.
That's
Romeo,
way more than I have.
aka the Killers Man. I follow her cat.
It's
We're
like
all
it's what I do at 4 a.m. Like 3 a.m. I almost always wake up for some reason or another, and I end up scrolling through reels on Instagram and just watching cat videos, and like half of them are like, I lost my cat yesterday, and it was in my life since I was 5. And I was just like, no, like every
no.
day. Just like I find videos like that. I'm like, I could scroll through happier things. It doesn't need to
Yeah,
be all sadness.
dang.
But like
Oh,
once
like
I see one of them, Instagram is like, oh, do you want to watch all of the videos that are sad and about animals? And I'm like, no, I do not.
yeah,
We
stop
found
showing
this
me
cat
that.
yesterday and rescued it, and it's in horrible shape. And I'm like, no, why? I don't.
No. I'm having better luck with gouache here, but still not great. This paper
I
is
think he's
still.
looking really cute, though. I mean, the paper's still garbage, but he's looking really cute.
Thank you. I thought that I would finish this squirrel here in like moments and start my other project I got ready for us, but nope.
I honestly thought I would not spend forever on this goat either, and here I am spending forever on this goat.
Yeah, well,
Now that I see that, I kind of feel like switching to something else for a while and let the goat
yeah,
dry and
yeah,
wait, let's switch to something else. Yeah.
it's a good idea.
Oh, we're gonna switch to
But I'm determined to finish this scroll. What a kitty palettes are adorable.
oh, I do love them. One of my best garage sale finds of this year, kitty palettes.
Barbara says her dog likes to watch Pity Nation and Jack. I think, are you meaning my puppy Jack? I like to watch him too because he's hilarious. So funny. All right, wait, which one did you switch to, Annie? I can't see. I have the
Turtle.
so the turtle.
Yeah,
Oh
I know
yeah,
it's tiny for you.
yeah. I have the stream on half screen because I have my squirrel picture up on the other side so that I can see what I'm supposed to be painting or what a squirrel looks like. It's like you know what a squirrel looks like until you go to paint one, and then you're like, wait a minute, what? Brush strokes are not working out here.
Every time I bump my table, it's just a wiggle fest. But like you're like, my thing is not working out, and I can't see it on my monitor because I'm delayed, and I like want to see
Oh
what
yeah,
you're doing. So I'm like, what's?
I think I'm being a little too impatient with my painting process. Not getting my paint dry enough and still using too much water because I haven't used gouache and so gouache. Gouache.
I mean,
In
a
so
lot of it
long.
is probably just your garbage paper too. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It is still fighting me, even with the gouache, which is interesting.
Yeah, maybe you should just make that into a sketchbook.
That's a good idea, actually. It's a really good idea. Like I need
And then
another
you're pretty
sketchbook, but hey, I like the
tiny.
idea.
No. Oh, yes, thank
Kitty
you.
kitty.
Oh, gosh, yes. And now my painting will slow down.
Barbara says that she and her pets just started following you on Instagram, Annie.
Oh, thank you.
It's because her pets have their own Instagram, Cookie and Romeo.
That's so cute. Okay.
Is she sitting on your shoulder?
Yes. And she's not comfortable, so she's like clawing me. And she's like, you're not quite comfortable. And I'm like, I'm fairly certain that you could sit anywhere else. She's also being very snuggly, and she keeps head booping me. Are you head
Yeah.
booping? Are you head
Update
booping?
on Moki to Barbara. Do you want, Kathy, you want me to just forward the email you sent me this morning? Was that this morning? I think it was this morning. To Barbara? Is that what you want me to do? Or because I can do that. Definitely. But yeah, Moki's doing good, but not liking her kennel, not liking her crate, which is pretty typical probably for cats not wanting to go into their crates. Does anyone have any tips though for Kathy on how to get Moki to go into her crate more easily when it's time for vet appointments and whatnot?
Oh, I would love to know the answer to that too.
I just like stuff them in.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just put mine in there, and they're like, "I'm miserable and I hate you," and I'm like, "I know. You're not gonna like the vet either, except for Tiny. Tiny loves the vet. She
That's
loves to
so
meet
funny.
people.
It's bizarre.
I call her my cat ambassador.
Yeah.
Yep, she's my cat ambassador. She loves to meet people. She's gotten a little more shy over the years, but like when people used to come to the door, like she would run up to meet them and like want.
Ah.
So she does this awesome thing where if she wants attention or if you walk into the house, like she will run up and jump at you and expect you to catch her.
Oh my
And she does that
gosh.
to strangers, and I'm like, just so you know, the cat's gonna attack you now, and she just wants cuddles. But you should catch her, because otherwise she'll just claw her way down your front side.
Oh, that is so interesting.
She's such a nut. I have like the weirdest cats. But I
That's
think
funny.
everybody has the weirdest cats.
Yeah, I think it's a cat thing.
Yeah, they're all weird.
See. Knock them out. I like that, JR. Just knock them out.
Yeah, Barbara, my cat has gabapentin too. My big grumpy man cat. I haven't used it the last few times because it's been fairly calm. reasons that we've been going to the vet lately. But yeah, when he wasn't drinking water and we had to basically give him a suppository at the vet, he
Oh
bit
gosh.
me. Oh, that was the cat, not me. Yeah,
Oh no.
okay. Thank you. Yes, you're such a helper.
You guys, my golden retriever is telling me she needs to go outside, so I gotta go for just a second, but I'll be back.
I need burnt green. We need Viridian.
Amanda.
Maybe not. Oh, it was a surprise cat attack. She got us good. She got us good. Oh, and she like clicked a bunch of stuff too. There we go. Yeah, gabapentin is great for kitties who get so stressed at the vet. Yeah, and I've gotten really lucky with him after that. Like, so he's on a lot of meds now because he doesn't like to drink water. Like a lot of boy cats stop drinking water because they're jerks. And so he doesn't like drinking water. So he's on a lot of meds. Well, he's on food and a med, and I am so lucky because he will eat his food with his meds in it, like his wet food. Like I can just put his meds, like liquid meds, in that, and he doesn't notice, and he just eats it. And I'm like, that's so nice. Did she step in the green? She probably did. She's a monster. She definitely left hair everywhere because she just sheds constantly.
I am back.
So his wet food now is a super special, very expensive, like vet, like it's like a science diet wet food. So it's basically like a slurry when you take it out of the can. Like I swear it's like half water. So yeah, he's getting water now, and like it helps to just know that he's not drinking water, so I'm paying attention to like make sure he's drinking water, right? That is a very different green than I was using. That's fine. That's fun. We like to layer gouache. So yeah, he does get enough water now, but he gets it's called lactulose. It makes him want to drink more water. And I think it also like helps his body absorb more of the water he drinks, if I'm remembering correctly. It is, however, a horrible, very sticky medicine that's basically like a syrup. So I hate it, but it's awesome that it like is helping him, you know, be healthy. Yeah, but gabapentin, I I could not believe how much like he bit me so hard when we were at the vet once, and I did not get mad because obviously he was very traumatized, and like he got done biting me and looked at me like I am so sorry. That's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And I
Oh.
felt so bad for him, like he was just so confused and angry, and he felt so bad for biting me, and yeah. I'm not even like paying attention to the colors I'm mixing. I'm just kind of doing stuff now, like whatever. And then I
I
had
don't.
to go to the doctor because I got infected. Like if you guys have never been bitten by a cat, I highly
Oh
recommend not
no.
ever getting bitten by a cat because it gets
Oh
infected
no.
easily. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So that was not fun, but it's okay.
I don't know what I missed while I was letting Blanky out, but Kathy, did you see the comments from Barbara and a few other people about the tube treats and tuna, food into the crate, practice, lots of treats. Gabapentin. E4, your 3-year-old says I draw good.
That's
That's so
cute.
funny that you're up with your 3-year-old watching videos and 2 in the morning. I love it. Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's adorable.
That is. What
Um,
else?
Yeah. I did go straight to the doctor like the next day. I went to like urgent care. I was like, my cat bit me, and they're like, here's all these fun antibiotics, and I'm like, yay. But hey, I still have both my hands, so I'm not gonna complain too much.
That's a start. So Kathy's wondering if she should switch to like a soft carrier instead of the hard-edged crate, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I think your kitty is gonna not like them all equally, so doing the little treats thing is probably your best bet. That would be my intuition on the matter. Oh, go right to the doc if you get bitten by a kitty, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out that cat mouths have a bunch of stuff in them that's not good.
Yikes,
So,
yikes.
like, if you wait, like, people lose hands. Like, I don't want to be like, it happens all the time, or like every time your cat bites you, because it's not. Like, if you're, like, my cat bit me really hard and really deep. So it's like, nope.
Okay.
Nope, that's gonna be a doctor visit. That's too bad.
Yeah. Depends on
Yeah, they
how
just get
bad.
infected so easily.
Yeah. Even the cat scratches get all red and angry super
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
I'm not ending this live stream until this squirrel is finished. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we've been doing this for an hour and a half. I'm just like painting, like whatever.
This may look like I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's fine. It's fine.
I think he's looking cute. I think you're being extra harsh on him because you hate the paper. So
Sorry, squirrel. You are a cutie. Okay, now I need to find where this shoulder fur comes back in. Since I covered it up all wrong. There we go. That's better. Okay. Still have 13 people with us. That's awesome, you guys.
nice. Mine says we have 9 and that we started streaming 8 minutes ago. So I
Interesting.
still get like the updates on my end.
That is very interesting. I never usually watch the live stream while it's happening, though. I almost always end up maybe in for a minute and then I'll put it on while I'm painting.
I
'Cause
do
live
if
stream,
I can.
if what?
I do if I can. I like to hang out when people are actually there and I can chat with them.
Yeah, it's fun. But I barely ever like the timing almost barely ever works out for me for people's live streams.
Yeah. That is a hard part, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's really fun afterwards to just listen to all the because it mostly is chatting. Like you're not learning an amazing way to paint
Right, yeah.
usually in a live stream.
Not if you're watching me right now. I mean, like, you're not learning anything from me flailing around with my gouache right now.
So I do like to put that on like background stuff when I'm painting, and then I'll just glance up, see what the paintings are looking like. But I should say, love to chat with people during live streams on other people's live streams too. But like I said, the timing just.
Yeah, timing's got to work otherwise. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so with you too, E4. I love to speed people up. So yeah, when I have to watch somebody in normal time, I'm like, why are they talking so slowly? I'm like, oh yeah, this is how people normally talk. You don't have to talk at 2x all the time.
I literally forget that that's an option. Like, I am the opposite. I forget that you can speed people up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
That's
my
funny.
friend like watches a lot of videos sped up and I'm like, what? And like we've had that conversation like 5 times and he's like every time like, yes, yes you can. That's a thing
Yes.
you can do. It's right here. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I like to because there's so many people that I like to watch their videos. There's no way I could watch all the ones I want to watch unless I speed them up because I don't have that much time.
Good point. He also listens to audio books sped up.
Me, oh, I have once, but
I don't
never
like it.
usually.
I mean, part
Mm-mm.
of the reason is like, like I have like a subscription to Audible and I like, oops, I think I covered up a fish. And like I'm like, I pay however much a month for my subscription and I'm like, I get however many credits and I'm like, if I speed it up, that's like entertainment that I'm paying for that I'm not getting. So
Yeah, yeah. No, I did speed one audio book up once when I was like the next book in the series came out and I needed to re-listen to the previous one because it had been just
oh
long
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Then I sped it up, but that's the only time I can remember ever speeding up an audiobook. I listened to a ton of my audiobook today while I was processing those peaches, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I love audiobooks.
All right, turtle blob, start drying out so that I can paint more of you.
So has anyone listened to the out book called Outland? Who? Oh, I can't look and see who authored it because it's on my phone and I'm using my phone right there.
Oh.
Out anyway, it's out called Outland. It's good. It's about Yellowstone blowing up
Oh, oh,
and
it's like the super volcano.
yeah, totally science fiction right up my alley. I
That's
love it.
fun.
Yep, called Outland. Couldn't tell you who wrote it, but I could look on my computer over here, I suppose. Get another tab going. Audible. Outland. Apparently I haven't signed in. Dennis Taylor.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize he was the guy who wrote the Bob books, the Bobaverse. Anyone? Oh my gosh. I didn't know he was the same author. I've listened to every Bobaverse book. Anyway, Outland is another series apparently he does that I am thoroughly enjoying. Oh, bye for good night.
Oh, bye.
Not Outlander.
I,
Outland.
I was thinking of Outlander when you said it, like the Diana Gabaldon book, like
Right?
like Tracy is saying in chat. I was like, yeah, that's what sounded familiar to me, but I didn't want to say it because I'm like,
Yeah. I hated the Outlander book, but I love the TV show. They did so much better on the TV show. The book I found so boring.
I have not read that.
Yeah, it was. I still finished the book, but it was boring. So the TV series, though, I'm just in love with that. They're doing a good job on it. Of course, I haven't resubscribed to Stars to finish watching now that it like the new season or whatever came out. I'm like, someday I'll get back in there and finish that series, but it's not going to be this month or next month. I tell you that much. Going to Ultimate Adventure again with my husband. I went with him back in 2021,
I
and
don't know what that is.
I get to go again. It's a big four-wheel drive off-road event.
Oh,
Yeah, and we're going to be in Pennsylvania to start and end in Kentucky, I think.
oh,
So it's going to be quite the adventure, very far away.
That sounds really fun, though.
Yeah. Barbara's listening to Jonathan Kellerman, the Alex Delaware series now. I think I've listened to maybe one of those, but I wouldn't mind looking into them again. So I saw someone talking about that again.
I never read what everybody else is reading. I'm always like off on my own weird tangent. Like right now I'm reading oh no, I just totally forgot his name. It starts with a D. Oh no, brain, don't do this. Oh, Harry Dresden. So if any of you guys have read any of the Harry Dresden books, I just reread like all of them. So that's what I just reread.
Yeah, Riley
and now
just reread all those.
Yeah. And now I am reading Tigana by Guy Gabriel Kay, which I think I've read one of his books before, and he's a really great writer, but sometimes his stories kind of drag a bit, and this one is dragging a bit.
Oh, no, I haven't heard of that. It's no fun when your story drags, though.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Cast Under an Alien Sun series, but I took a break from it to go because they just released the second book to the Outland book that I was telling you guys about just now. So took a break from that. Terry's husband was an extra in 2 episodes of the Outlander series. That's so cool.
That's cool.
Probably neat to be on location and whatnot. For sure. Okay. This is just going to be, I don't know. Still not sure what I think about this little squirrel dude.
He's cute. He's cute. He just has annoying paper.
There we go. It's not the artist. Not at all.
So, I was watching, I think it was one of Katie Mai's older, like 7-month-old videos where she has like a book club with her Patreons. And she did this video because she keeps like an art journal of all the books she read in the year. And I was like, that is an amazing idea. I'm trying to read 50 books this year. And like having an art journal to like look back on so that I could be like, that's what that book was and what it was about. Like, that's such an amazing idea. And I totally want to just steal it from her.
So explain the art journal as it relates to the books.
She does like a spread for every book she reads. She's like, here's this book I read. It's called this, and I did this little illustration, and here's my favorite quote from the book. Yeah. Okay, so, and then she does like a rating, like how much did I like this book? Yeah.
That's what I figured.
I think that sounds awesome. I want to do that.
That's actually is a really good idea.
Right? Like I read books and then I'm like, I read that and I don't remember anything about it. Especially this year when I'm trying to read so many that I'm like getting a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah, if your kitten did get traumatized, Kathy, she'll get over it. Well, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, she might always hate going to the vet, though.
Yeah, she's probably always going to hate going to the vet, but
I just realized that.
It's okay. She'll get by. She'll get by.
She will get over her vet stays. Like, she'll be like, she'll hate going, and then she'll come home and be like, well, now what am I going to do with the rest of my day? You know? Like,
yeah. Exactly.
Do you know what I hate about bringing cats to the vet is like you bring them to the vet and then they come home and the other cats you live with act like they're strangers and you're like, you have lived together for a decade. Could you just calm down?
Right.
Because they all smell weird, you know, like they're like, what is that smell on you? You don't smell okay. This can't be my adopted sibling. Like, that's not okay.
Okay, I think I've missed some good book suggestions here. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look back at this later when I'm not trying to paint.
Lions of Alrasen. Let me go put that in my wish list here. I apparently have to log in still because I didn't do that a second ago.
Who wrote that one?
She didn't say. Let me see if I can find it. Guy something. Uh-oh, wait, I didn't find it.
Oh, is that one of his books?
Why did it not do a search? My search broke. Let's see if I can try this again. Lions of Alrasen. It didn't find it, and I typed it in just like you. I'm going to type it in
Yeah.
here instead.
Yeah, it's a Guy Gabriel K book. He
Yep.
writes really awesome, very beautiful, occasionally hard to process books.
Yeah. There we go. Yep, it found it. I had to spell it correctly for my end here. Okay. Has great reviews.
Yeah, he's an awesome author. You should definitely check him out.
Okay. Didn't like the whole series, but the first one is amazing. Barbara's favorite author is Robert McCammon. I'm gonna go type that in now too.
I don't
Robert
think my favorite author.
Cammon.
Hmm.
Yep, these look good. That one's in French. Okay. So like cool. I'll check that out. All right, I think I have to go let Blanca in. I'll be right back.
Actually, so my favorite author, if he would ever actually write the rest of this series, is Patrick Rothfuss. He wrote like the Kingkiller Chronicles. And if you guys have read any of those, you know that we have all just been waiting for him to finish the series now since the dawn of time. So he's no longer my favorite author because of not that reason, which is like, that's fine. Like, okay, you've got stuff going on and things are happening, but for other reasons that I'm not going to go into because it's long-winded, even more long-winded than I usually am. But I really do like those books. And he did this like novella called The Slow Regard of Silent Things. And like the protagonist in that book, I love her so much. So if you haven't read any of his books, that one, I mean, like it takes part in the same universe as the rest of the books, but that one I feel like it could stand alone, kind of. Love those books. Seems to be darker. I am really running out of space on my adorable cat palettes because I paint like a giant mess.
Yeah, you have a lot of real estate taken up on your little kitty palettes.
I know. I'm such a mess when I paint. Don't usually see this in my videos because my palettes are usually off screen, hiding.
Oh, I just.
Book rant with Annie Noodle. That's so true. I have opinions about that man.
Which man? Because I missed it.
His name's Patrick Rothfuss. He wrote
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you know if you've read any of them, but they're really great books, but he's just never. So, I mean, like at this point, what I'm thinking is going to happen is that he never finishes them and eventually grows old and dies, and then Brandon Sanderson just finishes the series.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
That's what
Sure.
I'm thinking is gonna happen.
Name of the Wind, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Riley has been waiting years for the
Yep.
sequels because he's dying to
Yep.
finish that series.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that while I was letting Blanc in, so I'm catching up here. Some cats.
Um, some cats.
Desperate.
I know Sanderson is a writing machine. I love him.
Oh
Um,
man, his books are fun.
his books are great. I don't know if any of you guys backed the 4 secret projects that he did during
No,
lockdown.
I didn't know he did secret projects.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it was like the #1 funded thing on Kickstarter for a while.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, so
It's
far behind.
crazy. Um, they are so great. I the first one he put out was called Tress of the Emerald Sea. And it's not a Princess Bride story, but it definitely has that vibe. And I absolutely loved it. It is one of my favorite things. I want to do art for it. And it's actually like when I saw that video of Katie Mines that was like, I do art for the books I read. And I'm like, I could do art for Tress. I want to do art anyways, of that book. But yeah, like that's what I was thinking. Anyways, I just said like 50,000 things. How's it going, Miranda?
Same, same. I am thoroughly enjoying this conversation. I could
But
talk about
Tracy.
books and stuff all day. I just ruined his head because I was laughing too much here. That's okay. Oh boy. Oh, go eat dinner, Tracy. Oh, you're so lucky you have dinner. Oh, I'm hungry.
Too bad you can't eat because you have to finish that squirrel.
I've got to finish this squirrel, and I would have to cook.
Oh
That
no.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Trying to think, do I have leftovers? Maybe I could have canned soup.
I
Husband wants dinner? Too bad.
yeah. Yeah, you know. I'm sure he can feed himself. I'm a big fan of sandwiches lately. I'm like, what am I gonna eat? Probably like the 8th sandwich I've had this week. And I don't want to pick food. I'd rather be doing something else.
Yes. I know I wish we didn't have to eat so much. We're so high maintenance.
Yeah.
I get tired of eating all the time. Or like feeling like I need to eat.
I feel like I'm doing like a paint by number. Does this look like a paint by number?
Let me bring you up bigger. I don't know. Aren't all our paintings paint by number?
I mean, yeah, probably to some extent they are.
In a way. In a
I feel like
way.
that especially with gouache because I do like such big like chunks of color sometimes that it just looks like paint by number.
Oh, you have an Italian restaurant across the street from you? Oh, that's
Um,
dangerous. Yeah. It's a good thing that I live not in town because I would, like when the Chinese restaurant cooks and you can smell that deliciousness. It's a good thing I don't live in town.
I'm extremely lazy when it comes to going out to eat. Like, unless I'm with my friend, I usually just am like, if I'm already out somewhere and I'm like super hungry, I will seriously just get gas station food because I'm like, it's not like when I stop to get food somewhere, it's like an event. I'm like, I am doing something special. So
Mm-hmm.
we never went out to eat when I was growing up. So I don't usually go out to eat by myself.
It's not as fun by yourself.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
If I end up having to go out to eat by myself, I try to have a book with me because
Oh yeah.
I feel really like lost when I'm by myself eating in a restaurant. It's weird, but that's the way I feel.
Oh, I am hungry though. Shouldn't be
Yeah,
hungry.
so hungry.
I
All
blame you
right.
guys. You were talking about food. I was
Yeah,
doing fine before
your
that.
fault. That
Oh my
little
god, so much water in that brush. No, no.
I'm having trouble getting this guy to come together, but I don't know. Maybe I should switch brushes for a while. Maybe that'll be the answer, I'm sure. I think I'm
I'm sorry
still
to
just
like, yeah.
trying to use too thin a paint still, but that's okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, see, the moment I add water on this paper, it just dies.
yeah.
Okay, we won't do that.
Well, yeah, it is pig. I mean, like, it is paint by number if I count pigment numbers.
Oh,
Although I
see,
don't
there
think
you
most
go.
of these are like single pigments. Oh, actually, I wrote them down on these little handy sheets. This one's a six pigment. That's probably one of the only ones. Most of them have two or three. Surprised I'm not just like ending up with mud all the time. I'm gonna pretend like it's because I'm highly skilled, not
Are
lucky.
highly skilled. I've seen your art. You're very highly skilled.
You know, I don't ever feel like I am when I'm in the middle of a painting, and then I get done and I'm like, yeah, maybe I do know what I'm doing. And then I start the
Yeah.
next painting and I'm like, no, this is a hot mess.
Well, all the stages we go through in our paintings, pretty interesting.
Yeah. Oh, also, I don't know if I said this, but I'm pretty sure I told you I had like an art fair this Friday.
Yeah.
It's next Friday, and I can't keep track
Oh,
of days.
that's so funny.
I know. I am such a mess. Like I don't even know. At least I asked
57.
I asked for the right day off of work. Like I took off next Friday. That is the day I need off.
That is a good start. Having the right day off of work. That
And I
cracks
mean,
me up.
all that's happened is like like have more time to get ready, I guess.
Yeah,
I want to have
sometimes
like a
that's,
few little paintings to like bring in the hopes that people will be more likely to spend like 75 or $100 on a painting rather than like several hundred like some of my bigger ones are.
yeah,
Yeah, those don't sell very often.
that would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean like I'd be happy to sell you a few small things.
Hmm. I've never brought my art anywhere to sell, I don't think. Well, when I was a teenager, my parents put some of my oil paintings in a gallery for a while, but I didn't sell any. I don't think. If I
That's
did, I
cool
don't
though.
remember. Yeah, it was kind of fun. All right. I'm looking here. I may call this guy almost done. Oh.
Once you sign it, it's done. You know, like you just want to be
Right?
done. You just have to sign it, and then you
Sign
can
it.
just be like, done. Never touching that again.
I like that.
Always my out. I'm like, once I sign it, I'm walking away forever.
I think that didn't work very well. That's okay. Okay. I can fix that. That's actually kind of neat. I don't think that's where that hair is supposed to be, but it's kind of cool.
Whatever is cool is the size of a quarter right now, so I can't tell.
Right? I'll bring this up later when more full screen, more later. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Okay. Well, I'll highlight. Guess he might need some whiskers, so I guess I can't call him done yet. Hi, Nadine. Yeah, we're
He
still
does
here.
need this.
Been a long live stream because I said I'm not ending it until this squirrel is done. So I'm determined.
Oh my gosh, Miranda, you just laughed like a squirrel, I swear.
Ah, that was not on purpose. That's why I hate doing live streams because it's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing, you're just fun.
I go back and watch parts of it later. I'm like, man, I was breathing really hard, or I
Oh my
swallowed
god.
really loud.
I like when I edit my videos, I'm like, wow, you can really hear me breathing there.
I know. That's why I like to have edited
Yeah.
videos. But the sniffles and all, that's all real life
I
here.
I definitely sniffle a lot. I know I've been sniffling. There's no off switch for my sniffles.
Aw.
See, I just sniffled right there.
Now that you said that, now I feel like I need to sniffle.
Yeah. Now you're gonna sniffle too. We'll
I
just
have a
sniffle back
Kleenex
and forth.
nearby.
I do not. I have nothing nearby me. I could probably get a cat to come over.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try.
Oh, thanks, Nadine.
I'm gonna try some. What are these called?
Paints?
Whiskers. Whiskers.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Oh, that's scary. That's cute. Okay, now I need more. Okay. Come from here. They're very long. Ah, it got thicker at the end. Probably should not have my paper lifted up.
Yeah, that's probably not making your life easier.
Oh, that one got crossed. Good thing we can erase. Oh, no, we can't erase on this paper because once you add water to it, it just falls apart. So much for that.
Yeah. That's
No
so sad.
erasing.
Like, I wonder if you talked to Etcher and were like, you gave me this paper and it's clearly got bad sizing. You should replace that.
Problem is, I wonder when I
Like,
bought it.
unless it's, yeah, I'm like, unless you've had it for 6 years or something.
Yeah, I know I haven't had it that long. Like, I don't know. I could go to their website and see if there's any kind of order history, but I'm sure it's been at least 1 year, at least.
Yeah, it's still sad if the sizing goes bad that fast. Like,
Yeah. But you can see this legs just, it won't dry. That water just soaked
yeah.
into this leg and it just is gonna stay there apparently. Let's see where else we have some. I tried to get some of the whiskers coming out the back here, but they kind of faded away. Oops. Wow, okay. And we'll get rid of that. There. And some eye whiskers.
I think I'll start doing live streams after this.
They're
Now that
really
I've
fun
seen
for
it.
me. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're fun for people watching, but
I mean, like, I know other people who do live streams and they just don't have anybody watching them. They're like, yep, this is what I'm going to do today. So if people come and hang out with me, awesome. Otherwise, I'm doing it alone. And I'm like, yep, I can do that.
Wow, on my computer screen, this squirrel painting is like glowing off of the paper, but it's not in real life. It's pretty mellow.
Yeah, it's just really nice.
Like his back is really glowing on my computer screen, but interesting. Well, now that
Yeah,
I
it's
see it
really
full
nice.
screen, I might want to change just a few things. Let's bring yours up big so we can see that turtle. That's cool. He looks like he's underwater, like he's supposed to.
It's underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's good that he looks underwater because he's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
yeah, he looks
He's got
like
a lot of work to do. So does Goatly, but he'll get done eventually. I mean, like, not gonna tell you guys a big secret here, but like, you're probably gonna see gouache paintings in my video this week. Oh, yeah, like
just
I just finished an owl, I think last night, and
ooh,
yeah, so that's the first one that'll be in my video this week.
I love owls.
Yeah, me too. So I was trying to pick out stuff to do for this, like, do for the
Bye,
live
Kathy.
stream. Oh, somebody leaving? Bye, Kathy.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I was trying to pick out stuff to do for this live stream, and like I was like, "Oh, how about this bird?" And I'm like, you've just like seriously, you've painted nothing but birds for like a month. Just do something else. Okay, I'll do something else. How about this bird? Kept
More
trying to pick out
birds.
birds. I'm like, ugh, no, you just painted a bird yesterday. You have to pick something else.
Well, if you're in the bird mood, you know.
I know it's hard. You're like, I'm in the mood for
Yeah,
birds and only birds.
yeah. Well, I would totally listen to your live stream after the fact, Annie, if I couldn't catch it live, because that's one thing I love about your channel is your commentary. You are so funny. And the like you just get a kick out of everything and I just love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I probably think I'm funnier than I am. And I think everything else is funny too. So
That's good though. I like that. Okay, that
yeah.
helped.
Well, he's starting to look pretty good. Turtley.
Yeah,
He's
I like
looking
your
turtley
it's
awesome.
definitely looking good.
Tur-
Turtley.
Turtley
Turtley
awesome.
awesome.
I think I'm just getting goofy now.
Yeah. You paint so long and that happens.
I know. Yeah, I'm a little surprised I haven't had to like go to the bathroom or anything. I'm just usually have
Yeah,
to
when
do that like
I let Blanca out, I may have taken a pit
a break.
stop. May have taken a
How do I
bathroom
do
break.
that? Oh my gosh. Okay, that color.
But I drank a huge thing of water right before the live stream, and then I thought about that later. I'm like, that was probably a really big
Ooh,
mistake.
possibly not the best of plans. I
Yeah.
did too, though, and I have water sitting next to me because I was like, no.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and I haven't even drank any of my water sitting next to me during the live stream, but now that you mentioned it, I'm really thirsty.
yeah, when you talk as much as we've been, you need to stay hydrated. It's important.
Yeah. All right. So this looks like bright blue in the computer screen, but it's not. It's like a muted Payne's gray on to me in person. Okay, Terry. Good night.
Scary. I feel like we probably catch those messages like 10 minutes after they've left. I feel bad.
Yeah, someone did mention in the comments that it looks like we're catching the comments pretty late. Like there's a big lag.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm
I
sorry,
just
guys.
tossed my brush. I always do that. It's so funny.
Man.
Okay. Now let me look here. I don't know. What I'm seeing in person, what I see on the computer screen are very different. Did your cat come visit you again?
She's just walking around yowling. I like to call it, she likes to come to the basement because she like goes downstairs and like meows really loud.
Yes.
I think she likes her echo. I don't know. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I first come into the studio, I think I've told you guys this in other live streams. My calico will be upstairs meowing like she can't find me. And I'm like, Molly, I come to the studio every single day. I'm always in the studio. Why are you lost every single day?
because cats are special. That's why.
Yeah, they're very special.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
I seriously would be so sad without my cats. Like,
Yeah, they're such good company and entertainment.
yeah. I mean, there's some other creatures on the earth that are even goofier than I am, so we make a good.
Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. If I
Oh,
don't
thanks,
look too
Barbara.
closely.
Romeo walks around meowing for no reason. Cats are so goofy.
Annie, Kathy is wondering what you feed your kitties.
So, yeah, my cats all eat the same thing because McFly is on a vet recommended diet. So I feed them all the same thing so that I don't drive myself crazy. So they all get, I split. What are you doing? Cats are doing a cat battle behind me, and I was like, I don't want a cat landing on me without me knowing he's coming. So, yeah, okay. You coming up here? No? All right. She's gonna wait till I look away because that's what she does.
Of course.
So in the morning and in the evening, they get a can of wet food split between the three of them, and then dry food with it. So in the morning, they get like their whatever I happen to get. Like they get cheap wet food, and then in the evening, they all split like their science diet stuff that I get from the vet. And they get, yeah, so kind of like you do. It's partially dry food, partially wet. And then the
Yeah.
only thing they get for snacks is dry cat food. Like, and I will tell you a secret, they don't care. Like, they will never know that I don't buy them snacks.
So you
Like, I
feed
just,
that to them like a treat.
yep. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, beg for snacks. And I'm like, sure, you can have snacks. Here's some, because the dry food they have is a vet. It's like a science diet vet
Yeah.
for like McFly too. So like that's also like I have to get all of his food at the vet.
Yeah.
He's my troublemaker. Anyways.
My cats all eat expensive prescription food because I have one cat who gets crystals in her bladder
Oh yeah.
otherwise. So they
Yeah.
all have to eat it.
Yeah. I had a cat that had that geez, like a billion years ago. So I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. It's a bummer, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean if you can like we're just getting so lucky with how much like veterinary science is improving.
Yeah. I'm
Because there
grateful
was not.
because I I think I told I don't know, in one of my last streams I had started to mix in some more regular food because the vet said she may not have that problem forever. But
Oh,
nope,
nice.
she started to get a bladder infection and bleed again. So I'm like, okay,
Oh, baby.
you just
Yeah.
keep it all the really expensive food and you'll be
Yeah.
happy.
They're worth it.
They are,
Um, yeah, I don't even want to think about how much I spend on cat food every month. A
right?
lot, but worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm just grateful that I have a job that I can afford it, right?
Yes, thank goodness, because and I had some friends years and years ago that were very, very, very hard up for money.
Yeah.
And they got a dog, and I was so confused because I'm like, you can't even afford money for um your family to have dinner. Why are you getting a pet? It was not very, I couldn't understand it. It was confusing to
Um,
me.
but there are so many people who actually can't afford pets, but I'm still like, I have a really hard time saying, like, you shouldn't get a pet then. Because,
I know that's why I didn't say anything because they pets add so much to our lives.
yeah. And if you don't get a
So
pet when you're young, you don't understand, like, how to deal with them when you're older and how to take care of them and, like, how you should
yeah,
treat them. And, like, if you don't have that modeled for you when you're younger, it's, yeah,
yeah,
when you're older, you're not going to know that you should be doing that.
yes. And Barbara says get it through Chewy. I do, yes, I get it through Chewy. So luckily from the beginning, except for that very first bag, I got the little bag from the vet and then Chewy all the way for sure. And let's see,
Oh,
Darth
yeah, I've
Kitty
heard
needs
that.
science diet because he's
Yeah.
obese. Yeah. Yeah, you can't feed cats alone. It doesn't work. Does it? That's too bad, but we can't. Oh, the shelter there helps people with food and stuff so people can keep their pets. Oh, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
that's great. I
That's
think
great.
more programs like that are coming up because pets are like they improve your life and your mental health. Like there have just been so many studies about all of the benefits you get from owning a pet. Like
Yes.
not even talking about how good it is for the pet. Like having a pet does amazing things for you. Like I said, I have anxiety and depression and all these like crazy like mental health problems that I am very sure that my cats help me deal with those.
Yeah. Pets
They
are
also make
important.
me crazy, but
Romeo is only 10 pounds. Wow. Yeah, they do make us a little bit crazy. Carol's
yeah.
dog has squamous cell carcinoma. Oh,
Oh,
surgery cost $9,000. Oh, yeah, I don't have insurance on my pets, but I've been considering it, especially after Blanca, because she got partially run over and had to have laser laser treatments on her skin and so like 3 or 4 surgeries and yeah,
oh,
I thought maybe I should get pet insurance. Oh, COVID pets. That's so sad that
it
people
is.
surrender. I can't understand that.
So I just, like I said, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I end up watching sad things on Reels because that's what Instagram always shows me in the middle of the night for some reason because Instagram's evil, anyways.
Like
Um,
sad things.
And it was like, here's this cute dog that was adopted from our shelter 10 years ago and is now being surrendered back to us 10 years later after living with the same people because it can't walk. And I'm like, what?
That's so
How,
wrong.
like, how could you just, like, but people dump their grandparents in the same way. I was going to say, like, how could you dump a family member like that? And I'm like, people do that too. So
Oh gosh. Yeah,
sometimes people are
Blanca's
not awesome.
she's 16 and I she's gonna die with us.
Yeah,
We're gonna be there for her in whatever way we need to be because she is our family member.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, I know that some people have like problems affording it, but I guess if your only option is to dump them at the shelter or let them, just die somewhere, like, it's better for you to bring them to the shelter. I mean, like, some people don't even do that.
That's true.
There's not a lot of stuff that I get judgy about, but mistreating animals is one of those things that I'm like, I will judge you. I am judging. Judging judger right here.
Yep. I can't handle mistreatment of animals. Barbara has a vicious border collie for 13 years. Never once did you ever consider giving him up. Good.
Yeah.
Riley's home.
Oh, does that mean we're done?
No, he's. Come say hi real quick, Riley. I'll have him come say hi. It's
Hi.
home from work. That's my youngest son, and if anyone doesn't know him, he took over my channel once. That was a super fun video.
That was fun.
I love that. When I came home and he did a video, I was so happy. I was like, that's so cool. Barbara says hi. 54-year-old parrot whose first owner died. Oh, man.
Aww.
You've told us before, Barbara, at least over on the Patreon live streams, how long parrots live for. Could you tell us again? Because I can't quite remember what you said. The turtle is great. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Bring him up big screen again here.
I'm getting to the fun stuff now.
Right?
Arounds.
Up to 70. Okay.
Oh.
Kiss says hi, Riley. He just went upstairs, I think, to get a snack or something. Probably looking for the dinner that's not made.
Oh, yeah.
Grandson made the sad face when he saw the parrots. I have to make him love them and taste it. Yeah, you're right. Will they outlive you? Oh no. Oh. JR has a 25-year-old cockatiel. Oh my gosh. So cool.
My vet has a parrot that was surrendered by somebody. I mean, like, I think his owner died. So, like, now my vet has him and he just hangs out in the vet office.
Yeah. At least someone
I
taking
love
care
parrots. Yep. Yeah, he said, like, people come in on the weekends to hang out with him. Like, oh, that's nice.
That's good. My husband just took 2 kittens from my niece. She had both my nieces had a couple of litters because they didn't get their cats spayed in time. Anyway,
It happened.
Yeah, it happens. My husband took 2 of the kittens for his shop because he's like, I need vicious shop kitties. Oh my gosh, these two kittens are so spoiled rotten. It's hilarious.
Oh no.
Yeah, all the office people, they're like on their laps, on their keyboards. They're just getting treats and love. And he brought a cat bed from here that the cats here weren't using, and he's like, yeah, they're all over. So much for vicious shop kitties, but they are still going to be mouse catchers. I'm sure they'll still do their job. They're just very well loved.
Yeah, I think I told you when we were setting up, my mom's dog is, I think, like 20 years old, and he is on his last doggy legs. It's very, very sad.
That's old for a dog.
Yeah, he's an old pupper. And my mom is like talking about how he's not doing so well, and I was like, Mom, you just, like, me and my sister will come up and like help you decide, because it's really hard to be like, it's time for Pupper to go, like, nobody wants that. Yeah, and I'm kind of hoping that we can just talk her into getting another dog right away, because I think, like I said, like, it's good for your mental health to have animals.
Yeah, I think especially as you get older too, and this is just my personal opinion from what I've seen, because my grandma needed the animals. She needed to be able to take care of someone other than herself and give her a
Yeah.
reason each day. So
Yeah, I think so. I
cats were
agree
once
with that.
worshipped as gods, and they have never forgotten that. Yes, I agree.
That's so
Yep,
true.
so true. I
My
have
cats know who's in charge of this house. Like they know.
themselves, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I have
not
all
me.
four cats in here. Even Molly came. Molly never comes in the studio, but she's actually laying on the love seat right there. That's really weird. She usually lays, like if she comes downstairs, she usually lays on the dog bed right outside the studio. She's never really laid in here. That's cool.
I have two of my three cats in here. The other one's probably still upstairs.
Yeah. Barbara
Being
says
quite independent.
tell your mom that she adopted Cookie 2 days after Lando died.
Oh.
Eric, hi, my oldest son. Very cool. Hi, Eric. He was just up here yesterday helping me with my rental house and had to leave sadly last night, but big help. Yeah, we're about to finish up, but I'm glad you caught the end of the live stream. You want to see my
Oh,
thing? There it is. It's kind of weird.
it's an adorable, like everybody but you loves that squirrel.
Now the reference photo, he had a really dark leg, but now that I'm looking at it in that screen, I'm like, that dark leg looks weird, but oh well, whatever.
It's an adorable squirrel.
Thank you. Oh, Eric says he loves it. Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
So,
It's partly watercolor, partly gouache.
do you know what we should talk about before we end the stream? Is
What?
this idea that I had a while ago that I brought up to you that the two of us should go on an epic road trip to Bean
Oh,
Caves in Canada, because it's like right above, like it's barely in Canada. It's like northern Michigan. Like
okay.
I think we need to go on an epic road trip. So
Yes.
I wanted to do that while we had chatters to like back me up because they also want to see us go on an epic road trip and film there.
Yeah, if we film it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We'd have to. We are YouTubers. Everything is
Right?
content.
We gotta film everything. I know. Look at
So
that
yeah,
turtle. So cool. Yeah, that would be fun. I have family in Michigan, and I should
yeah.
go visit them. They
I,
were actually out here in Colorado. Well, one of them. I got to see her, so that was kind of fun.
I think it'd be really fun. We should like actually make plans to do it one of these days. Otherwise, we never will. Like if we don't make, like it doesn't have to be next week, but like if we don't
Right.
make the plan, it's never happening.
You're right. We can talk about it forever and it won't happen. I do that with our family trips. Yeah.
Yep.
Barbara says we need to come to New York City because that's where she's at. I've never
Oh my
been to New
god.
York.
We doing like a tour of the US.
Yeah. Oh, Carol's in Florida. We could go visit
Oh,
her. That would
I
be
was
so fun.
in Florida. I was just there. Um, so my job that I work, my day job, um, I after 10 years, they give you $2,000 of travel money. I'm not there
Wow.
yet. But like, so me and my bestie are gonna go to New Zealand with my
Oh,
travel money, which
I've
2,000
always
isn't
wanted
enough
to.
to get you to New Zealand and like whatever. But like, that's our plan for that. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Bye, Eric. He has to
Goodbye,
cook some
Eric.
dinner. Man, I wish I had someone to cook dinner for me. That's so cool that they give you that much money.
Yeah, and the
How
only
far?
stipulation is that you have to leave town with it. Like they're like, this is for travel. You can't use it for bills. You have to take it and leave town. So, like, yep,
Awesome.
that's fair.
That's so cool. Yeah, I want to go to Australia and New Zealand. We could go visit
Yeah.
Becky.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's so many YouTubers like that I watch that are down there that, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I'm like, I want to visit them, and I want to visit them, and
right.
yeah.
And then I always think, but would they want to see me? Yeah.
I don't ever have that. I'm always like, everybody wants to see me. I'm fabulous.
Oh, that's fun.
You have a pond with your own alligator?
What? Oh my gosh, Carol, that's so funny.
So we went to Gatorland when we were in Florida and it was awesome and I got to see a lot of gators and like I went there thinking it was just gonna be like gators like in pre-made things, but like there's a big like swampy area. It was really cool. But I don't know if I could handle like having a gator just living in my backyard. I feel like
All right. That'd be scary.
like I'm pretty sure I'd forget it was there and get eaten.
Yeah. What was I watching? I don't remember. Oh, maybe that Eva Zubek thing. No, I don't know. But somebody was just wading in the water. Oh, maybe it was did you guys ever watch Adventures with Purpose on YouTube?
No.
They are underwater divers who search for missing people.
Oh. Oh
Yeah.
no, I just put my brush in the water. I'm drinking.
Oh
Almost made it through the
no.
whole stream.
No.
And then I almost picked it up to drink out of it. Like, oh, actually, that sounds good. No, it does not sound good anymore, Annie. It does not.
That's so funny. Well, I think it was that one of their series. I was watching Adventures with Purpose and they were in the water, but then like one of the locals was talking about the gators and I'm like, why are you just wading in the water? What
Oh
are
my
gators
gosh.
like? But I'm sure people are used to them and they know what to look for and stuff, but it's still kind of, I would be scared. Don't penetrate water. That's so funny. The neighbors say that the gator is pretty nice. How funny. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, we've gone 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah,
I
we're
think I need to be done.
down to 8 people, and 2 of them are probably you and me, Annie.
Oh, no. Well,
Oh well,
when
thank you
the
guys
people are
for.
here.
Let me bring your painting up big one more time so everyone
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
here's
it.
the
There we go.
little goatee guy, too. This is
Oh
what we got done. We got pretty good stuff done.
yeah, yeah, better than nothing at all for sure. I love
Yeah,
your cat palettes though so much.
I know. I love them, too. If I ever find more, I'll get them for you.
Have a great night too, Carol.
Oh, bye, Carol.
See, on phone and TV. Nice. So yeah, Barbara's 2 people. Love the heart, says Kiss. Thank you. Here's mine
Thank
again.
you.
Wait, I can't
Bring up
figure
the
out where my
squirrel.
phone screen is here. Ah, that's so weird. It's like backwards and crooked. There we go. He's at least being considered done, so that's good. I like his ears and like the glow around him or her
I
or it.
I love the squirrel. I think he's great. So
Yeah, I have
got a
the
great
beginning
glow.
of this what do you call that? Recorded on video. I was gonna put it up for my patrons because it was gonna be like a really fun thing about how paint and Rosa Gallery spreads just like core paint, kind of just fingers
Oh,
out in water. So anyway, maybe I'll show that
that's so
on my
much.
Patreon or maybe I'll show it on my regular channel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks backlit. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for was that backlit look. So at least we succeeded in that.
Yeah, I
Well,
think he's
cool.
great.
Annie, I would have loved if we could have seen your face once in a while, but I totally understand
Yeah,
the whole one camera thing.
yeah. Next time, I wanted to ease into live streaming. So next time we do a live stream, I'll have something set up so you can see both of us. And I won't
Yeah.
have quite so like the wiggle doom here. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I will make sure not to. I forgot that it did that. So I will make sure to have that set up too.
I'm so
And
used to seeing that on my own stuff that it didn't even bug me. That's so funny.
and I will have these done for my video on Friday. I'm sure they're going to be in there. And the owl I finished last night.
Awesome. I
And
have to
honestly,
do
probably
I
this
did.
cat one and probably this elephant.
I'm looking on my big screen over here, so I would love to see the cat and the elephant too. That would be really fun. You do so
Yeah.
much artwork and you have a full-time job. I don't understand how you do it all.
I live by myself and I don't have a lot of stuff going on. Like, so like at the end of the night, you're like, I'm gonna hang out with my husband and my family and like chat with people. I don't have that, so I just do art stuff to keep myself from scrolling on Instagram all night.
That's a good plan. Oh, Kiss just did reference one of my most favorite songs, Wiggle Wiggle Wiggle. Have you seen the dance to that? That I forget his name. He did a whole
I can't remember
choreographed
either.
dance to it.
I have not seen that, and now I'm gonna have to find it.
Wiggle Wiggle Wiggle. Ham sandwich. Like, what's with this ham sandwich? Anyone know what's with the ham sandwich? If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments.
I don't have any clue, so that's from the video, I would guess.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't
the
find it.
choreographed video. I can't remember his name. Just look for choreographed to Wiggle Wiggle Wiggle. And
Yep,
it probably
I will
has a
find
different
it.
name than that, but
I will
Let me-
text you later.
yeah, yes, it's just so funny. Okay, well, we should probably let everyone go after 2.5
Oh yeah.
hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Well, this was really, really fun, Annie. Thank you so much for
So much
joining
fun.
me.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for hosting and like breaking me into this, because like the technology is a little scary until you do it. So
it is. That's why I had to just try it with my Patreon supporters once, because I'm like, I have to do this eventually.
yeah, I loved it. I'm gonna do this by myself on my own channel. So in case any of you guys receive that, you should come hang out with me, so I'm not just sitting by myself.
If I
But I'll
can,
still do
I
it if I want.
absolutely will pop in. Oh
All right,
man,
bye
Riley's
everybody.
cooking something and it smells good. I better get up there and see if I can have
Yeah,
some.
yeah. There's some ice cream with my name on it, so that's happening.
All right. Well, thank you. Anyone watching this in the replay later, also, thank you. I hope you had as much fun as we did. And check out Annie's channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. How do I leave this?